Hi, Chris Arbutine here from our brick and mortar store in downtown Largo, Florida, where we actively buy and sell just about anything collectible, bullion related, gemstone related. We even get into some art. But I often talk to people that are getting ready to possibly sell me something sometimes or sell something, and they always come to me and say, well, should I sell this on eBay? And I always kind of say it's a little bit of a mixed bag for eBay. Sometimes there are items I would suggest that sell on eBay. For instance, Movado watches. Nice, great watch, not usually precious metals, still desirable, in style. Something like that doesn't have precious metals, that doesn't sell very much on the secondary market. If you go on eBay and you type in Movado watches, a lot of them pop up and people are actually buying them, but you're reaching the people that actually want to buy a watch to wear. You're not reaching a dealer, a collector, or an investor. Another thing that you may want to sell on eBay is if you have something that is actually so rare that the only thing rarer than the piece is the customer, sometimes you try it on eBay. And again, sometimes you're successful, sometimes you're not. But in general, most items that can be bought and sold, they can be bought and sold from the person that you're dealing with. Say you come into my store. Usually, if I'm not matching what things are selling on eBay, I'm sometimes higher, sometimes I'm a little lower. But a place that's a brick and mortar store that has been around for a long time, we do use eBay as a tool, but just one of our tools. We have auctions, we have retail customers, we have showcases. So again, we can come pretty close. And remember this, a lot of what we do for people is we take the aggravation away from you having to deal with listing it, getting payment. And then unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on what your viewpoint is, eBay always protects the buyer. So if you're selling something on eBay, all of a sudden you're not the retail public, you're selling. Then you're kind of taking my role here. And then what do? If something goes wrong in the transaction, eBay debits the money out of your account as the seller. And then your job is to work it out with the buyer. So there's a lot of risk involved. And usually for the 5% or 10% or 15% more you may get on eBay, you're giving up the hassle, you're giving up the risk, and you're giving up the liability of even losing something. So if you want to do eBay and you're an eBay guy and you want to sit around and do it, that's cool. We understand that. But if you've got one item or you want to know what something's worth, you should come to a professional. Because again, on eBay, there's no real guide. I mean, if you look at the prices, are they right? Are they not right? I have people coming to me. For instance, I have a gold coin that I know is worth $1,300. And I try to sell it. And someone comes up to me and they show me, hey, Chris, one just sold on eBay for $1,100. Well, I know that I can sell this coin to a higher tier dealer for $1,300. I would have bought that coin for $1,100. But just because that sold on eBay doesn't mean that my coin is worth $1,100. What I'm trying to say here is that you cannot use eBay as a Bible or a guide of this must be what it's worth. I always joke with my people, if I didn't think I was going to get in trouble with the federal government somehow, I was going to run 10 $100 bills on eBay for $80 a piece at Buy It Now and sell them. And so the next time somebody spent $100 with me, I was going to say, hey, look here, your $100 bill is only worth $80 because they sold on eBay for $80. It's kind of a joke, but you get it. Just because it's sold on eBay doesn't mean that that's the value of the item. It's what someone will pay for it, but just because it happened to sell on eBay for a substandard price, and conversely, maybe a couple for too much, doesn't mean they're establishing the new price. Please, please, please come to a professional, get some advice, get some help. eBay may be your route. It's a great tool. We use it. Reputable firm. But if you want to get the lowdown, come to us. Send me an email. Send me a picture to my email, and we'll try to help you the best we can. Thank you very much.